Alright, hello again ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Destiny 2. This is our final weekly update for Season 10, and is also our first one for the month of June. This one is for June 4th. Before we dive into the big news regarding the reveal stream for the Year 4 DLC expansion, which goes live June 9th at noon Eastern Time, and another update which is coming up for the preparation of Season 11, before we get to those two, I gotta say right now that these last 2 months, it just feels like we're living into Ghost Town all of a sudden. First of all, we have COVID-19. That really sucks. And now this right here, Black Lives. So let's dive into the first of two big pieces of information here. First things first, Black Lives. Where words are not hard enough, only action can bring about change. Taking a stand against systemic racism, injustice, and prejudice is everyone's responsibility. It all begins with education and engagement. Here's a lot of suggested organizations that we want you to try and visit and donate as of right now. And I'll scroll down in just a minute here for these 5 websites here. We at Bungie are making a commitment to standing up on behalf of the Black community, which will include the following: the players, developers, fans, neighbors, so on. Racial injustice is surrounding us, and we definitely need our help and your help to create the positive change. We are making financial contributions to these organizations and matching the donations made by any of the people on our team. It's not only the contribution to the fight for justice in our country and globally, we also have a platform and we plan to use it. Remember this, folks, Black Lives Matter. So let's fight to save a lot of black people, and white people too, to be more specific, but most importantly, Black Lives Matter. So here are the websites here for you to follow. So we have blacklivesmatter.com, showingupforracialjustice.org, antiracismcenter.com, EJI.org, and colorlines.com. Those are the 5 websites that you need to check out. Donate today. Help save Black lives. So there you go. Now the other big piece of information we're going to talk about here, June, which we're already in right now, not only starts summertime very, very soon, but this also kicks off Pride Month. So if you haven't been to the Bungie store yet, there's been an announcement over there as the Pride pins are back in stock. Now all the profits from the sales of Bungie's Pride pin benefit called the It Gets Better project, which you can check on the website, of course, itgetsbetter.org, which inspires people across the globe to share their stories and remind the next generation of LGBTQIA+. Youth, that hope is out there, and it will get better. And of course, there we go. So I just have to scroll down a little bit right here. If you want to read the paragraph on what the diversity committee said, and by all means, you can pause the video and check out the paragraph written. I just have to try and go through this as quickly as possible. Now, if you manage to get one of those pins, you'll be eligible to receive a code for the True Colors emblem as shown on screen, and to show your support in-game when playing Destiny 2. You can go to either of those 2 Bungie stores for more information. And of course, they'll continue to share the initiatives to support these communities throughout the month of June, so stay tuned. Now, thankfully we got a little bit of negativity and positivity out of the way. Now it's time to get to the real stuff. Well, you guys are just wondering what Season 11 is going to be called. It's still going to be called Season of Blank. The full reveal will be named this Tuesday, not only for the launch, which is scheduled for 1 o'clock, but 1 hour before Season 11 launches, we have a big live stream on the way, as Bungie will be hosting the next chapter of Destiny 2, which goes live at noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific, this Tuesday on June 9th. Now, if you missed these 2 teasers here, we're going to start with the very first one here, which was for Eris, sorry, tongue twister. Okay, hold on. Let me just put that right here. Whoops. Trying to get it set up here. I hope I can do this in full screen. Oh, oops. Okay. Yeah, and just so you know, I'm doing this on Microsoft Edge on console. There we go. So that's much better. You got it in full screen. Here's the first of 2 teasers, starting with Eris Morn and her trip to Europa, one of Jupiter's moons. Take a look. Okay, that's your first of 2 teasers. So that was Eris Admit. Oh, yeah, never mind the notification. So that was Eris at Europa. And now for this one here, I think the one you just saw, I think it was on Wednesday, I believe. Let's wait 1 second. Let me just reset this here. There we go. We're going to put it at full screen. Yeah, I know the notification. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, so those were your 2 teaser trailers. And like I said, the big reveal stream is coming your way this Tuesday. Don't you dare miss it. As a matter of fact, hopefully we'll see Eris and the Drifter again very, very soon. Okay, one last thing before we go. We're going to talk about the upcoming 2.9.0 preview of what we're going to get this Tuesday for Season 11. And I'm just going to scroll down a little bit right here. First topic was all about Eververse. They were talking about the future and make some changes to some reward structures to better balance gameplay rewards with Eververse content. Now, Season of Blank, or Redacted, whatever you want to call it, will contain a few introductory changes, with more shifts coming in Season 12. So here's the following changes coming your way starting on Tuesday. We have Legendary Armor Ornaments, Season Pass, Bright Dust purchases, and the highly requested items from previous seasons. So this is the first paragraph. Again, if you want to pause and read through this, by all means, that's perfectly fine. Next up here, talking about sandbox changes. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including commentary from the developers. So there's the 6 big pieces of information in the sandbox. And some rewards here. Oh, looks like that's it. Okay, so we'll start with raid rewards here. Now, these 3 exotics will now have increased drop chances. We have 1,000 voices coming from Last Wish, Anarchy Anarchy and Always on Time, both from Scourge of the Past. Now, here's a quick little side note. The drop chance will start at 10%, and it's going to increase to a max of 50% over 20 clears. So those are your raid rewards. And finally, for Trials rewards, the additional Masterwork material rewards will now drop at 3, 5, and 7 wins in Trials of Osiris. Oh, and before I continue on in Trials of Osiris, this Friday through Sunday, June 5th to the 7th, June 5th to the 8th, excuse me, I forgot they continue on Monday, all the way to the weekly reset. June 5th till at least the 8th, we get ready for the final Trials of Osiris for Season 10. I'm pretty sure it's going to continue on in at least Season 11, 12, and so on. They're also adding an additional Trials weekly bounty, which will unlock Trials engrams for Saint 14. Now, the bounty reward will match the 3-win milestone reward of the week. Trials tokens distribution has been rebalanced to focus on wins 3, 5, and 7. This will also include repeat passages. The Trials tokens are no longer rewarded from match completions. They're only now going to be granted specifically through the wins and bounties. And Passage of Wealth will now double the tokens earned at those 3 types of wins. Now, the full course and more will be coming your way this Tuesday. We'll see you then. Now, I understand the uploading video for myself and the TWAB was a little late for me because my work schedule has just been it's been flat out atrocious. So that's the reason why I've been doing it very, very late today. But hopefully I'll try and provide as much info as best as I can. So when June 9th happens, folks, I will do my best to give you the roadmap details and the reveal for Season 11, and hopefully provide as much information as possible from the Year 4 Fall DLC reveal stream that Bungie will host this Tuesday. It's going to be a big day, folks. You don't want to miss it. Oh, and one more thing before I go. With Update 2.9.0 coming out on Tuesday, of course, we have maintenance on the way. And you have until roughly 10 a.m. Eastern Time this Tuesday to hopefully complete the almighty Seal title and the other two titles too, because maintenance will go live at 10 a.m. and it's going to finish at around roughly 5 o'clock Eastern Time. But you can this is just service maintenance though. This is just going to be service maintenance, but Season 11 will launch at 1 p.m. on the weekly reset. And I think around roughly in between 12 and 1 o'clock p.m. EST, of course, that's when the update hopefully will be deployed. So keep your eyes peeled, folks. And I do want to wish you the best of luck. Without further ado, I think that's officially it. And since we're in a bit of a tough situation, if you guys are staying home, I don't know what you're doing, but if you want to subscribe to the channel right here on YouTube, now's the perfect time to do it. Definitely hit that sub button. It is absolutely free here on YouTube. And if you are an active YouTuber, if you want to turn on the notifications button, just simply hit that bell to stay notified on some upcoming gameplay content, which will include Destiny 2 Seasons 11 and 12 and so on. And without further ado, that's officially going to do it. Oh, and don't forget to leave a like on the videos as best as possible. Just try and support the channel and the videos as much as possible. Hopefully I explained it pretty well. So, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you guys on the weekly reset. Take care, everybody.